We did the trades that actually happened, and now we're gonna do the trades that might happen. DeAndre Jordan might be getting shopped, which my immediate reaction, which was the wrong reaction, was, if it's CP3 and Blake, they're a fringe playoff team. Like, I mean, look, they were the 5 seed this year? They had home court, or the 4? They were the 5, right?
The Clippers?
The Clippers.
Yeah, the 5.
So without DeAndre Jordan, your giant behemoth of a defender in the paint and somebody who's like 96% in the restricted area, not that good, but he had one of the highest 2-point percentages in the league because everything's a dunk because you play with Chris Paul, and Chris Paul has made your career. Without that, Blake being injured half the season, you might be like the 7 seed. So why trade DeAndre? And then, Zach, our intern, is a little bit more level-headed than I am. And J.R. Jackson was like, oh, they might just, like, if CP3 and Blake walk, you trade DeAndre and you just rebuild completely. Jerry West in there, as we mentioned already, and start going for LeBron 2018 sweepstakes.
I love how that's
everybody's plan.
Everyone's got this like the big moment. You go into the whiteboard in a conference and there's usually like the goal. Every single team's just got like, how can we get LeBron in 2018 when he's
look, that's
actually a feasible option.
For 2 years, that was the KD question. It was like, how do we land KD in 27-16? And then, he decided to go to the
that's
Warriors.
how we land them. We win 73 games.
By the way, Jimmy Butler might go to the Warriors. I'm just saying, it was out there. I don't know if it's true. I just think it's hilarious. Like, why don't we all go to the Warriors? Like, literally everybody, then we'll combine the remaining 29 other teams.
That's what I said. Just have an East versus West all the time.
What depth? What depth? Giannis.
But just think
John
about
Wall.
that. You'll be like, and Klay Thompson pulls up for his 25th point in the first 4 minutes for the Golden State Warriors. Oh, but he's going to take a breather. In comes Jimmy Butler. But while Damian Lillard's sitting there going, what the fuck's going on?
Damian Lillard will never make an all-star team because poor Damian. Seriously, poor Damian Lillard. I got to say, man, of all the people who claim loyalty, I don't think Damian Lillard will ever leave the Portland Trail Blazers. And if he does ever leave the Blazers, he is well within his rights to. I hope Damian Lillard gets to a Western Conference Finals or a Finals.
He's one of those players he just deserves to be at one point and have a shot.
The guy seriously speaks to a lot of truth when he goes on all these podcasts and he talks and he seems very real. He doesn't seem like anybody who, when he says on these tweets, like when he sends out these tweets and stuff like that, he's got a good thing going with CJ McCollum, and with the draft coming up, it's hard not to root for the Portland Trail Blazers as the dark horse underdog always to come out. Like, if they were to somehow, and I mean somehow, we saw what happened when they played the Warriors again. Like, Lillard and McCollum go for 80 points combined and they lose.
Yeah, it's insane.
There's not much you can do about that.
By the way, a quick note on the whole DeAndre Jordan thing. Do you think now that if DeAndre Jordan does leave and maybe Chris Paul and Blake Griffin walk, to Austin Rivers is going to go on Twitter and try to get the whole tweet thing started again where they save DeAndre Jordan, and he's just going to get no reply. He's going to send out an airplane, and Chris Paul's going to message back being like, "You're all right. You can stay put. You don't need to convince me. I'm good."
I think you just really get Big Baby Davis to respond to him.
Yeah, be like,
"Your dad gave you your money. That's all that matters."
That was last year, right? When they all tried to save DeAndre Jordan from going to the Rockets.
2 years ago, right?
2 years.
It all men's blends together. That's why we have an intern now, guys.
Yeah, so
you can't see him. You'll never see him, but he's there.
He's actually not. He's just like we got a computerized voice.
We're just talking to random people. Additionally, Francis, I want to read you the quote from Dwayne Wade because he picked up his option to stay with the Bulls. And because he picked up his option to stay with the Bulls, I don't know where Jimmy Butler goes. I've heard this report, paraphrasing, there's a 100% chance Jimmy Butler is either on the Celtics or the Cavaliers by Thursday. I've also heard this report, Jimmy Butler is not leaving the Bulls. Well, then it can't be 100%, okay? Where are you getting these numbers from?
It works 100% of the time.
50% of the time, it works every time.
That's it.
Dwayne Wade's quote, because he picked up his $24 million option. 18.3 points a game in 29 minutes on 43% shooting at 35 years old. If I'm 25 with the same numbers, I'm getting $150 million.
Yeah.
And he's 100% right. In 29 minutes, they'd go to his 36-minute numbers, and if you're Kyle, Kyle Lowry's older. Give me, who's 25?
John Wall?
DeRozan, perfect. What did he sign for? $150 million.
So what does the future of the Chicago Bulls look like without Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade picking up his option? And what's any news on Rajon Rondo?
Actually, I haven't looked at the Rajon Rondo hoops
I
rumors.
mean, that's the thing that should. At one point, you just type in Rondo. It's the same thing. Like type in Trump, and you're gonna find something. Like you're not gonna not have a story to talk about. Rondo's very similar. Whereas
Did you see
the guy
video?
doesn't travel without news following him. He doesn't have anything not to say. If that even makes sense.
Have I told you my favorite Trump
Game?
video of recent?
But
Vice News, I think, did it. They also did like the Alex Jones "Excuse Me" video.
that's the best.
Excuse me,
of all time.
we're a family. We're a family now.
I will curb stomp your face. Excuse me.
So, the video is from Vice, and it's Trump counting up to the world's biggest number,
Yeah.
and it's over. It's a big number. You got to believe me. It's an unbelievable number. It's a very, very, very large number. It's amongst the biggest numbers in the world. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable number, and he keeps adding. And it's unbelievable.
Great job, Vice.
Jimmy Butler warned not to come to Cleveland is the most recent Bulls note.
Oh, by who?
They still have Hoiberg. Again, like, I don't think Hoiberg's a bad person. I just never thought Hoiberg was a good coach for the Bulls in the first place. And when they started off like 4-0 and Jimmy Butler was the MVP of the NBA season, we're like, the Bulls experiment worked.
Yeah. Wait, so
Crash and burn.
who's stating that that he's warned not to go to the Cavaliers?
I'm gonna
Are they
read-
talking about the
want me to read
city?
it to
Are they
you?
talking about the pardon?
Cavs players are saying that.
Cavs players.
Like who?
Because of LeBron and Kyrie.
J.R. Smith.
Dwayne Wade's decision on Tuesday to opt in for $23.8 million is also related to the situation in Cleveland because Wade is a close friend of LeBron. He understands how angry James is about Griffin's departure and knew that Butler is likely to remain a Bull. He also reports that the likely breakup of the three alphas in Chicago. The what? Butler, Rondo, okay. And Wade pushing for an alternative to Rajon Rondo. While they like Rondo personally, said no one ever, both stars would prefer a point guard who can shoot from the outside to help us space the court. I'm kidding on Rajon Rondo. I know Paul Pierce and all of the Celtics have always said the most misunderstood player in the league is Rajon Rondo. I have nothing against Rajon Rondo that way. Just want them to reunite with Doc Rivers so they can get the cool heads prevail and then more fake behind the back layups.
So you take Rajon Rondo to the Clippers if Chris Paul walks?
I think if Doc's gonna be there, man, that's the one place I would feel confident Rondo would be able to work in a team setting that has no drama
But a
associated with
rebuilding
it.
team, though?
Doc Rivers speaks to that, man. We gotta finish this clip because we have so many more. Comment below. I'm just exiting now. Like, favorite, and subscribe. And Francis, say hello.
You got shut up.
I got shut out. I did get shut out.